Hey, I wanted to introduce my first video in some time. This is the first official video of the quarantine. As you can see, I've got the 45-day hairdo covered up by my official Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs ball cap. Um, but I thought it was an important time to check in and do a video about what I'm feeling, what you might be feeling, and where we go from here. It's been a tough time, no doubt about it, and I try to consider about how to be thankful for everything that I do have because I think that when you stop and reflect rather than wallow in the moment, you reflect on all the good things that you have. You realize there is a lot to be thankful for. So I do have my official "Every Day is Thanksgiving" T-shirt on as a reminder, and I also wanted to bring up a quote that I heard at a webinar last week that I thought was very very appropriate. So the quote is something like this: "There are people right now praying for the things that you take for granted." One more time, it's there are people right now praying for the things that you take for granted. So do I take for granted that I've got a roof over my head? Two, if you include our lake house, right? Absolutely, I do. That's just something that I assume will be there every day. Do I take my health for granted? I'm 53 years old. I've never had any major health issues, and um, I take that for granted sometimes. I've got a lot of blessings with the family, the kids. We've all been healthy, and there's no shortage of food in our house. Never has been, and hopefully never will be. There's a lot of people praying for those things that I take for granted. So if you find yourself in that situation, just keep that in mind. That you know what, there's a lot of people who are worse off than you are. It's time to buckle up and get after it. We're 30 days into this thing, give or take a little bit, depending on where you are in the country. And I've certainly had my little pity party over the last 30 days. Like we've got a children's entertainment center closed. We have a men's hair salon closed. The franchise business is very busy, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But it's not busy with people, signing franchise agreements. Um, so it's been tough. It's been mornings where it's hard to get out of bed and face the day and the challenges of the employees and the customers and how we're going to take care of those people who certainly are in many cases worse off than we are. But we've managed. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we've taken some time to prepare now for what comes next. So, um, with that, what are you doing to be productive? What are you doing with your day? I imagine you're working from home, probably. I imagine you might be off of work altogether. It's what I personally try to do to be productive every day is be normal. Get up, get cleaned up, exercise, get ready to go for the day. Plan my day. There's power in planning. So if you take a moment and look at the things that need to get accomplished for the day, even if it's as simple as laundry, cleaning up the kitchen, and doing some yard work, that counts, right? You're being productive, you're being active, and you're not having a pity party. So those things have all been part of my to-do list and my day. Dealing with the franchise inquiries and helping people navigate the franchise process has certainly been part of every day. We have lots of inquiries. In fact, April has been busier than March was in terms of people looking at new franchise opportunities. Um, People have a lot more time at home to do the homework, to do the research and the discovery, and determine if this might be something for them when we all come out of this that they would want to pursue. So we've been busy with that. We've been blessed to have the kids home from college. I've got three college kids. The last 3 years, we have not seen them as much. Christmas time, yeah. Over the summer, everybody's coming and going. We work in a family vacation. That's been good, but it's not the same as having them here doing schoolwork from here, having dinner every night together for the most part. So we've been blessed with that, and have tried to embrace that and doing more family events together. Um, I've decided personally to take on the health and wellness challenge and try and lose the weight that I've been dragging around for several years. I'm a good 30 pounds or more overweight, and made a commitment last week to get started on that. and I think that's important. So those are all some things that you might be able to take and put into your world, and hopefully you are all healthy and safe wherever this finds you. And maybe there was something in my message that came across and captured your imagination or your attention, and that you can apply to your world. So that's all for today. I just thought it was time to check in and give you some words of wisdom for what it's worth, and let you know that here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we are okay. My family's okay. I hope wherever you are, you're okay and doing well, and getting ready to prosper as we come through the backside of this.